having wealth and using wealth as a word that encompasses everything around the family, wealth, allocation of that wealth is really critical. If you know what your long-term values are and what your long-term purposes are, then you can go in and you can make decisions that are less emotional and are more grounded around what the family wants and what's important to it. Yeah. A long time ago, I first started watching Dan Sullivan, strategic coach, probably 30 years ago. And Dan was always talking about people in that if you have money, you never have a problem because you can always use the money to solve it. But I think where that concept misses just a little is that you have to know what you're trying to solve. You can have all the money you want, but if you don't know what you're solving and why you're solving it, then the money is basically there and it may be less helpful to where you want to go. I had another friend when I went to Duke, and he's just a really good person, smart guy, very good communicator, very good at working with his family. And he always said to me, I can lose a third to a half of my wealth. It's not going to change what I do every day. It isn't going to matter to me. And I always thought, God, he looks at it from what he has, not from what he doesn't have. And I think too often we sit down and we think, okay, I'm at 5 million or I'm at 1 million and I want to get to 5, or if I'm at 5 and I want to get to 10. We always think about the next thing we want to conquer instead of realizing where we've come from. And, I always thought that my buddy that was at Duke was really smart to not focus on what he didn't have, to focus on what he had.